Have you ever looked back at a month, or even a year, and wondered, why am I still in the same place? You weren't doing nothing. You were busy. You handled responsibilities. You avoided unnecessary problems. You told yourself you'd start when you had more energy, more confidence, more time. But sometimes the problem isn't that you're incapable. It's that you've become very good at choosing what feels easiest right now. And that's the hidden cost of always taking the easy way. Comfort rarely sends you a bill today. It charges you slowly, in confidence you never build, opportunities you never pursue, conversations you keep avoiding, and a stronger version of yourself you never get to meet. So today, let's look at what comfort may actually be costing you, and why growth doesn't require destroying your peace. It requires learning when discomfort is worth choosing. The difficult thing about comfort is that it usually looks harmless. You skip one workout because you're tired. You postpone one important task because tomorrow seems better. You stay quiet at work because speaking up feels uncomfortable. You avoid setting a boundary because you don't want tension. None of those decisions seems life-changing. And individually, they probably aren't. But repeated choices become training. Every time you automatically escape discomfort, you're teaching your mind something. When this feels difficult, I leave. Have you ever caught yourself thinking this way? Maybe you say, I'm just not disciplined. But discipline isn't something certain people magically possess. Much of it is built through ordinary moments when you keep a reasonable commitment even though your mood has changed. That's why discipline habits matter. You don't become stronger by waiting until difficult things feel easy. You become stronger by discovering that discomfort doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. There is an important distinction here. Rest is necessary. Recovery is necessary. Protecting yourself from genuine harm is necessary. But avoiding every challenge isn't self-care. Sometimes it's simply avoidance wearing more comfortable clothes. So start smaller than your excuses expect. Finish the task you've delayed for 20 minutes. Take the walk you promised yourself. Make the respectful phone call. Do one difficult thing before reaching for distraction. You're not trying to become harsh with yourself. You're teaching yourself. I can feel resistance without obeying it. And every time you prove that, your confidence becomes less dependent on how you feel that day. That's where quiet strength begins. Most easy choices offer something very attractive. Instant relief. You don't send the application, so you don't risk rejection. You don't attempt something new, so nobody sees you struggle. You don't address the problem, so you avoid an uncomfortable conversation. For a moment, you feel better. But relief and peace aren't always the same thing. Relief says, I escaped the discomfort. Peace says, I handled what needed handling. Those two feelings can lead your life in completely different directions. Do you ever wonder why this keeps happening to you? Why the same unfinished goals keep returning? Why the same problem bothers you every Sunday night? Why you keep promising yourself, next week I'll be different? Often, you're experiencing the delayed price of an earlier comfortable decision. The easy choice protected today's feelings. But tomorrow inherited the consequences. This doesn't mean you should constantly pressure yourself. A healthy life needs balance, gratitude, reflection, and stress relief. But real stress relief isn't endlessly escaping responsibility. Sometimes the greatest relief comes after you've faced what you've been avoiding. Send the email. Study the chapter. Have the respectful conversation. Start before you're confident. And then allow yourself to rest without guilt because you didn't abandon yourself first. You don't need to win every day. You simply need to stop making temporary comfort the person who makes every important decision for you. So, the hidden cost of always taking the easy way isn't simply lost productivity. It's the confidence you don't build. The resilience you don't discover. The opportunities you never test. And the identity that slowly forms when avoidance becomes automatic. But you don't need to become extreme. You don't need to punish yourself. And you certainly don't need to make every part of life difficult. Choose rest when you genuinely need rest. Choose peace when conflict serves no purpose. Choose patience when progress is slow. But when life places a meaningful challenge in front of you, don't automatically run toward whatever feels easiest. Sometimes the uncomfortable step is exactly where your growth is waiting. Do one thing today that your future self will respect. Then be grateful